Hi, Dr. Daniel. In regards to your question, what do I do to stay on top of my game? Being prior military service, I do quite a few things. I run consistently. That is probably for me one of my biggest outlets due to the amount of stress that I've been in under circumstances in 3 combat zones with Iraq, Afghanistan, and Africa. Now currently living in Africa, and the living conditions are currently not great. The threat level is very high for terrorism in and around the area, and I'm raising 4 boys here. So I consistently run. I do go to church, but I do find myself holding back at actually attending a church here because we've had Christians north of us slaughtered within the last 5 months by radical extremist groups in and around the area. So I find myself reading the Bible a lot more when it comes to being stressed and in my own world. I tend to talk to family at least once every day to sort of kind of associate myself with the family that's back in a country that's safer than the country that I'm currently residing in. And I try and do therapeutic things like massage therapy or acupuncture that's available on base occasionally, so that alleviates stress as much as possible. But for me, any form of physical activity is it's paramount for me to establish in order to get myself in a relaxation zone again, in order to accomplish what I need to accomplish. But according to one research study conducted by Lee, McCarthy, McFarlane, and Leroy, they stated that compassion fatigue is a state of detachment and isolation experienced when healthcare providers repeatedly engage with patients in distress. I've always been in a helping profession, even in the military, as a frontline paramedic, flight medic at that. So I've been in combat. I've been in very, very high intensity situations. And even then, I continually used physical, rigorous activity in order to decompress my mental state and bring me back to what we would call a normal state of living. And I still continue to do that even out of the military currently. And then according to Rimley and Herlihy, burnout and impairment can be prevented when individual counselors monitor their own vulnerabilities and are aware of the ethical ramifications of practicing when they aren't able to function effectively. I can pinpoint when I'm not functioning effectively. I can pinpoint when I'm too tired or when I'm lacking sleep. I completely stay away from alcohol at all times, and I don't smoke. Why? Because usually in a paramedic situation or when I'm with Marines and or other people that are heavily drinking, someone's got to get them home. So usually I'm the person to go to when it comes to making sure that everybody gets home or back to base on time. So those are 2 things that I just stay away from. A lot of my friends associate themselves with drinking and other things to decompress. I do not. I am highly against it. So, but I hope this information finds you well. And again, hello from Kenya, and I hope all is well. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.